Well, I'd like to say how happy we are to be down here. It's a real honor for us to get a chance to appear on Louisiana Hayride.
Yeah.
He really looked at tapes of different times of Elvis, because in the beginning it was a little bit more rockabilly, and then as he got older it started to drop more or something along those lines. The man studied the craft like crazy.
Yeah, you could see that he left it all out there in those performances, the same way that Elvis would have done when he was in Vegas. I mean, he was pouring with sweat. He looked, exhausted. So it really comes across on screen that he put everything into that performance.
If you love movies too, like and subscribe.
I remember reading at some point that after filming had ended, he actually checked himself into a hospital because he was so exhausted.
Yeah.
It was about a week that I was bedridden, and then I had about 2 weeks after where I was pretty sick.
That just tells how much work he put into this. It wasn't going to work if it wasn't believable.
Everything's happened to me so fast in the last year and a half till I'm all mixed up, I can't keep up with everything that's happening.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
So it's that.
I had seen Austin Butler in a couple TV shows, Switched at Birth and Life Unexpected, and he was good in those, and it was unbelievable how believable it was, really.
I think he's going to win Best Actor. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, that's a performance that definitely, he earned it. That's more than just speaking lines.
You hit a home run with this movie, buddy. I can't even tell you what a great job you did.
As award season's coming up here, I think Austin Butler should be looked at.
When Austin Butler shakes his hips in Elvis's first gig as a full-blown rock and roller, it's like watching two stars being born.
And I know that Priscilla and Lisa Marie were a part of this movie production, all of it.
She said, "You have big shoes to fill." And she gave me this big hug, and she said, "You have a lot of support."
If the wife, and then of course ex-wife and daughter, who of course found her father dead, can get behind this movie and go, this is the most accurate portrayal of his life to date, I think that has to be something very much respected and honored.
It was more looking into her eyes, and you realize this is the woman that Elvis fell in love with all those years ago.
There were moments, especially later in the film, when they're in Vegas, where I felt like I was watching the real thing, where I forgot that I was watching Austin Butler. That's how good he was.
Well, because at this point his voice goes more forward into his face, And so then he's like, he just came out here from Memphis. And
the production, the directing, it's worthy of winning something. I don't know if it's going to be Golden Globes or Oscars or what it's going to be, but I think that's a movie that definitely should be getting some recognition coming up.
Like and subscribe.